All right, my bad. It's just this new YouTube Creator Studio thing. I thought I was live because I saw a preview, but you have to actually click go live now, which I don't remember doing. But then again, my last stream was like 7 months ago or something like that. So it's been a while. Hey, what's up, everyone? Um, let's see. Oh no, I think we're good. Okay, how's the audio? How's everyone doing? Is there anyone else eating dinner like I am right now? Show the pizza and I'm gonna focus on the pizza. Man, the stream is pretty delayed. I don't know if I can control that at all. It's like 10 seconds or something like that. Okay, sweet. Audio's good. Sweet. So we're gonna give it a few minutes for people who will show up late. But we're just gonna be hanging out, doing some deal hunting, catching up. Chris, I do have RTX voice on right now, so I'm not sure if you notice any distortion in my voice, but yeah, like, can you hear the clapping or nah? That was clapping more. Oh wait, is my RTX on? Let me see. Blue Yeti, yep. It should be on with maximum noise suppression. So if any clapping got through, then the AI wasn't smart enough to pick it up. Or dumb enough not to use the correct input device. Let me see. Yep, RTX voice, that should be correct. Can you make me a budget PC? Well, let's try to do a build tonight. So we'll look at through some deals and then we'll pick a price point and try to build a computer and see what we have, because the market's kind of weird right now. Things are going in and out of stock. Prices are kind of going up. So we'll see what we can find today. Okay. $300, okay, $1,500 PC. That's more realistic, especially with the current pricing situation. But $300, you're definitely gonna go used and probably pre-built. All right, let's stop the spamming. I see your guys' message. No need to spam like 4 times. $1,500 PC. It's gonna have like a 2070 Super or like a 2080 in it with like a Ryzen 7 or 9. But I'm gonna have to mute you guys if you keep spamming. Alright, Yeti Gaming, you get a... Alright. You get a time limit. Yeah, I'll ask for a poll later. I'm thinking a good price would be anywhere from like 600 to 800. When you start going way too low, you're gonna have to, because power supplies and stuff are really expensive right now in cases, you're gonna have to kind of skimp out on core components like CPU and graphics cards. So I don't want to do that. So we gotta make sure we have enough to get the bare minimums when it comes to like the things you need, like case, hard drive, things like that. So have you ever made the cheapest computer possible? I'm not sure what that means, but I don't think I've done a build much cheaper than like $150. When you start going too low, it's just it's all dependent on getting really lucky deals. And I haven't been deal hunting because of the whole pandemic as of late. So yeah, just been staying home and ordering stuff online. Literally binge your LAN party videos. Best videos to binge. Thank you for watching that. That there's a lot of content there. I was just counting it, and we've done 9 LAN party stories so far. That's 18 total videos because I always do a part 1 and a part 2. But yeah, there's been 9 total. So each of them are anywhere from like 40 to 50 minutes long. That's like 5 hours of content. Let's see. Yeah, my hair is very long because I haven't usually get a haircut every month, but right now I'm going on over 2 months without a haircut. So it is very long. It is very uncomfortable for me, but what can I do? I'm not courageous enough to cut my own hair or let G-Phobe cut my hair. So okay. Let's get to deal hunting. Oh yeah, I was looking at Totino's for a second here, but is anyone looking? Oh, nice, CX500 for $20. That's a solid pickup. Is anyone looking for any specific parts at the moment that we could start diving into first? Oh, 1 second. Melissa has to walk out of the room, so I gotta cover up the camera so she's not seen. Bye. Love you. Alright, she's gone. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a good question. I'm actually not sure when the new Ryzen CPUs are coming out, so let's look that up on the right window. So Ryzen 3100 release date. Oh, are they out now to buy? So that's the release date, but I'm talking about to the public. Like, when does Amazon or show it's gonna be available? When's it ship? Nope, that's not it. Does Newegg have it on their... No, they don't have it either. So I'm actually not sure when it's gonna be available to for us to buy. Why do I use Mozilla over Chrome? I've explained this a lot in the past. It's because I don't use Mozilla on a day-to-day basis. I use Chrome as my regular browser, but I've had on stream before, like my address almost accidentally leak. So I don't want to use a browser that I normally use where there's like saved information or something that might pop up to show personal information or like my personal Gmail or something like that when the autofill shows up. So I use Firefox because I never use it normally. So then there's like no information on here that could get out that would make me dox myself. That's the reason I use Firefox. But yeah. Later in May, videos will start. Yeah, so I know some of the other content creators, they've got their release samples. If you guys follow them on Twitter, people have been posting pictures. I'm not sure if anyone did an unboxing video or anything like that yet, but yeah, so people have them in hand. They're testing it at the moment. So I didn't get hit up for one, but if I did, I'm not sure if I would have accepted, just because I'm not a day one release type of person anyways, because my videos always come out super late. So yeah, I'm not good at hitting deadlines. Who's spamming? Oh yeah, this guy. All right, we're gonna put you on timeout. Okay, I need to pick some mods. Because people are just spamming. Let's see. I gotta pick people who I'm familiar with though. So Uncle Bill, I know you from the CompTV Discord, which I'm not very active in, but Uncle Bill, you can help moderate because I think you help moderate over there. No, so the AF AM4 CPUs, like the 1600 AF, is not easy to get right now. So we've got a weird situation right now because I swear 2 weeks ago I helped one of my buddies build a PC and we went all through Newegg. He actually lives in Oregon, so there's no tax room, so that was really nice. But we were able to get a Ryzen 1600 for like $100 or less. But right now there's something going on with the supply, and like if we were trying to look for Ryzen 5 1600, see the price shot up a little bit. I'm not sure if this is the AF version. I'm not sure if there's a way for us to tell. Where's the product? But these are supposed to be... Oh yeah, this is AF. Okay. So, this right here normally should be anywhere from like 85 to 100, 110 bucks. But it's going for 140 right now. So prices are a little bit high at the moment. Oh yeah, and I should show you guys. In the description section, if you guys click on that Newegg link with no deals, I'm going to be adding on stuff that I would recommend buying, I guess, at the moment. So you can see it all on a wish list. So I'm going to, for example, add this to a wish list. You're on a budget wish list. And then if you go here, everything will be in one single spot for you to grab. So, yeah. I'm actually not sure what CPU I would recommend right now with how the prices are going. So we look at the cheapest Ryzen processor. These are motherboards. We gotta sort by desktop processors. Alright, so we got the Athlons, which are normally like 50 to 60 bucks. They're 70 bucks right now. 1200 for 80 bucks. 1200 for 100, yeah. And then they quickly go up once you start getting to Ryzen 5. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Hey, what's up, Ozzy? Yeah, the 2600, the 1600, 2600, even 2600X was pretty nice to grab across all the retailers actually, like a month ago. So I don't know if you really need to buy a PC right now, or if you want to put something together, I would pick up the non-primary components. I think SSDs, RAM, some computer cases, and motherboards are priced fairly well right now. So yeah, Ryzen 3600, because it is fairly new, because the release price on that is what, 200 bucks? I think it was 200 bucks. Yeah, it launched at 199. I think you can find them for like 170 right now. So yeah, 175. And it's not like the Ryzen 3600 was much lower than that to begin with. So they're new enough where they haven't taken a big price hit, and this 175 is pretty reflective of what we've seen, I think, even before the pandemic. So if you don't want to feel like you're overpaying, I think the Ryzen 3600 is a pretty good choice at the moment. Though that may drop once, you know, the 3100, 3300X drop release. So I'm gonna add this to the wish list right now. Okay, and continue shopping. Give me 1 second. And sorry, guys, this is like my first time back in streaming since I think I did a Black Friday deals stream. So it's been like 6 months or 5 months. So I'm gonna be pretty slow at getting the chat just because I'm also flustered at the moment. I'm not in the zone right now. I'm very quickly getting up to speed. Okay, so yeah. Let me do this. Okay. So back to chat. Yeah, 2700X, that was a weird one, because I remember seeing those as low as 150 bucks at one point. But right now, we are looking at $300, which I don't know if it's because it's last gen. I would imagine, I don't know if they're still producing these. I would think they are. It's only 1 gen old, but yeah, prices are not good on those, so would not recommend that. Okay. Used 2600s are $100 on AliExpress. That's a really good price. Except for you're gonna have to wait on the shipping times, and I'm not sure if those will include the cooler. Oh yeah, what's up, Foxbit? Yeah, let me mod you real quick. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Tech Teardown? Okay. Hope you won your match. Scope, your CSGO match. Uh, Okay, so I think Ozzy was answering you a little bit, Desmond Griffin. Do you have any advice on buying micro ATX, rather, mini ITX mobos? Yeah, they are pretty expensive. I think the lowest price one, I'm gonna guess, I haven't searched for a while, but we're gonna go AM4 ITX. I think the lowest price one is probably gonna be $140. Let's see. The lowest price. And we're gonna go for B450 only, so A320s do not count. Cause hmm, yeah, something's up with all the pricing. Cause the lowest B450 is $207 right now on Newegg. So, and that's sorting by lowest price. Am I doing any of these filters wrong? I don't believe so. Yeah, because I'm looking at all sellers as well. Hey, thanks, Katie Universe, for the kind words. Who else is here? Oh, stock of PC parts is pretty bad right now. It's weird because I've been staying home personally from work, and I think a lot of people have been for roughly 2 months now. What is it, April? Yeah, I started in March, so all of March and all of April, I've been staying at home. So I feel like it's been long enough where I thought the prices would kind of stabilize due to the pandemic and shortages. This kind of affected the whole world, so people were limited to going into the workplace. So I think by now, though, they've kind of like figured it out to kind of get everything back on track. Like I feel like my local grocery stores and stuff, they started to have stock again, but computer parts for some reason, maybe just they can't meet the demand. If everyone is staying home and playing video games all day, which is kind of what I've been doing, there's probably just way more demand than they can supply. That kind of sucks. Okay, David's getting a B450 Tomahawk. Okay, for $450. The Tomahawk should be like 120. That's a little bit on the higher side. Where are you getting that from, David? You're liking the quarantine hair. Yeah, it's very annoying. I hate hair touching my ear. I usually have like pretty short hair on the sides. It's killing me. Yeah, David, where are you picking that up from? I see that you're picking it up for $450, but I'm not sure. Are you in the States? And yeah, we got Maddie B, Ozzy, and then some other people as well. Uh, we got Tech Teardown. We got some of the people from the Tech Fam, Discord. Oh, Australia. Okay, got it. Are you nearby Brian by chance from Techia City? Okay, I'm just gonna go and look at components. Yeah, I think processors are kind of hit the hardest right now. I haven't even built with an Intel processor in a long time, but let's take a look at what they have to offer. Lowest price, let's go. That's how we live our life, right, Ozzy? And that by lowest price only. All right, you can get some really old stuff. We're gonna limit this to 11. Here we go. Kind of recent stuff. Not 1156. Yeah, that's a good question. When are these B550s supposed to come out? We've been sitting on B450s for way too long. Okay. So I remember the announcement was only like a week or two ago. But where is the release date? June. Okay, so mid-June. Hopefully those are gonna be sub $100. Cause right now B450s are around 80 bucks. Remember when we used to be able to get them for like 60? That was nice. But yeah, hopefully the price is in line and there's like no premium just for being the newest chipset for the mid-range. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at okay. Yeah, so these old Skylake dual cores are 70 bucks. So we're not gonna find anything much cheaper on the Intel side. These Haswell processors, 150 bucks. Here we go. Yeah. So cannot recommend any of these. AMD side, lowest price. Socket AM4 only. Yeah, so the cheapest we're gonna be able to find are the Ryzen 3 1200s for 80 bucks. Which, what was their release price? Wasn't it like 120 bucks? Ryzen 1200 release price. No, they were 110. Okay, but these have gone down as low as like 60 bucks. So $20 premium for the shortage. Okay, 3200G. 2600, 135 bucks right here. So if we were to try to put a system together, which I am going to try to do later on in the stream, I think we have to go with like at least $700. You're not going to be able to build a system brand new for much less than that, make it be like really feasible, I don't think. And with regards to used parts, you can always get local stuff for cheaper. Has anyone been buying on the local used market by chance? I haven't touched it with the whole pandemic thing. I'm trying to stay as safe as possible. But have any of you been like doing local pickups and meeting up with people? I'm just curious to hear. Think about H510 since it's so popular, but since Inwin caught my eye, I've been debating going with them. Why do some games have terrible GPU optimization? I don't know myself. It's just the way the game was made. I mean, some games do favor certain, AMD versus NVIDIA. There's definitely been cases of that, but why some games just running at 30. I think I've shown that in one of my previous benchmarks where, well, part of it is the CPU is bottleneck, that's one, but I've had it where the CPU is running at like 30% and the GPU is running at 30%. So why is the system just not working harder? And it's just the way the game was made. $16 gigabytes DDR Corsair Vengeance for 40 bucks. DDR3, that sounds about right. DDR3 is pretty cheap. It's kind of hard to find a new, but if you look on eBay and OfferUp and all those things, they're all over the place. Working from home, and yes. Oh, so you're used to this, Uncle Bill. I've gotten used to working at home. It's pretty nice in that you don't have to waste time commuting or getting dressed. You just wake up, start working, and then when you're done, you're instantly home. So a lot of time is saved in that regard. Yeah, so let's look at some. If we were to buy RAM right now, so again, if you're trying to build a PC because you're like stuck at home right now, I would personally wait processors right now. But start piecing together the other parts because they've been pretty reasonable. Like you can get 16 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz G-Skill ripjaws for $72, which was the same price pre-pandemic. So you can start getting these parts together so that once the CPU prices come back to normal, you can just hit buy on those and have everything else ready to go. Um, but yeah, like if we were to let's look at desktop memory real quick. We're gonna look at 16 gigabyte kits because actually no, we'll look at both 16 and 8 gigabytes just because. So we're gonna go dual channel 2 by 8. Okay, I think it's worth paying to get double the RAM capacity, and the price isn't necessarily doubled. Where's desktop? DDR4. I'm pretty sure we already put desktop memory, so why was it showing the RAM? Okay, so we're gonna go for a minimum of 3 gigahertz. So 2933 is good enough. We'll choose all of these. Okay, so if you look at this cheapest 8 gigabyte kit, it's $44. 3200 megahertz right here, right? But then if we go to, we saw earlier, it was $72. So I would pay a little bit extra to get 16 gigs since games are starting to utilize more than 8 gigabytes. And if you're trying to do stuff like run Chrome tabs and maybe stream or record on the side and you're using more resources, I would not go with 8 gigabytes if you can. Yeah, see, you start hitting $50 really quickly, whereas you can just spend another $22. Where did that go? No, see, we have 16 gigabyte kits right here for $67. Wow. No fancy heatsink or anything. $64. Yeah. So it's even cheaper than $72. It was just the G-Skill. It might have had lower cast latency, but I wouldn't worry about that as much as the frequency. Yeah, so this kit I think is really good. 3 gigahertz, 16 gigabytes for $65. We're gonna add that to the wish list. And we might actually use this in the theoretical build I'm gonna make in a little bit. So, okay. Do I find, sorry, I'm like way behind on chat. Tech by my ass, do you find that you're still able to be as productive working from home? I think I'm still getting as much work done as I need to because I haven't gotten fired from work yet and I haven't missed any deadlines for work or anything like that. But I think when you start working an office job, a lot of jobs when things aren't on fire and it's just a typical day-to-day routine, there is some free time. And you probably hear about like water cooler talk and stuff like that where people are just kind of go to your desk and like talk to you. So that already exists whether you're at home or in the office environment. There's always like dicking around that goes on. So at home, I don't think I'm dicking around more than at work. I might be browsing on my phone in that time or something instead, but I'm just as productive, I would say. Though I think working at home, people who are not productive at work like at all, it probably gives them an excuse to be extra unproductive, if that makes sense. Okay. Hey, what's up, Shane? What time is it over there in Australia? Okay, you have an i7 920, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and a GT 610. Whoa! What graphics card should you get under $50? Are the 7950s still under $50? Let me go hop over there and check real quick. Under $50? If you're trying to get the most power of it, Radeon 7950. Yes, that's bidding though. You gotta buy it now. Lowest price. We live that lowest price life. This is the old graphics card. All right, no one's selling it. Buy it now for that cheap. Under 50 bucks. Sorry, you gotta go local with that. Not gonna be able to find anything on eBay. I don't think that's gonna be worth your money because the shipping is gonna be like 10 to 20 bucks. It's gonna kill it. What do you work as? I'm a structural engineer. So I'm already on the computer most of the day at work. I run like finite element programs and do structural analysis, all which is in like Excel and proprietary programs. But I'm sitting on the computer 8 hours a day at work. So being at home, I have my work laptop, which is right here. It's a Dell. I just work right here where I do my normal computing stuff. But yeah. Yeah, GTX 760 would also be good, but I don't think those are going to be cheap. We can take a look right now. Lowest price. Buy it now. Yeah, these are 75 bucks. I wouldn't even trust these Chinese ones. You're gonna have to go to from US only. Okay. But all right. So we got the RAM. I would say this is actually some pretty good pricing. It might be lower than pre-pandemic, which is weird to say. Either the same price or lower than pre-pandemic. SSDs are also a good thing. Can I please have free PC? I'm use math from 1800s, so you can play Fortnite. What's up, Lee? Welcome to the stream. Also, I need to finish this pizza, but before I finish it, can I ask you, when you guys make Totino's pizza, do you cook it so that it's actually cooked and has a little bit of orange and brown on it? Or do you cook it like it's shown on the wrapper where it's like the cheese is all super white and it looks like it's barely cooked? Okay. What's up, Shaw? So we're gonna look at internal SSDs. We're gonna look at all kinds of categories. Something seems dark. I know Newegg's on dark mode, but why are all these images so dim? Heck yeah, make it crunchy. Or it has to be black. Yeah, I like it crunchy as well. Yes, orange team, let's go. Team orange. So, I think, what would you guys say is the minimum size of an SSD if you're going to build a brand new system right now? I've been building a lot with 500 gigabytes. Those are around like 70 bucks. But would you guys still be okay with 240 gigabyte solid state drives right now in 2020 if you're going to put a new system together? It is so dimly. Yes, I like that pun. I think, yeah, I'm good with at least 240, given that that's enough to at least fit one game that's pretty big on there. And then we'll go up to 550 gigabytes. Should I get an NVIDIA card or RX card with Ryzen? It depends on what you want to grab. I've used both with Ryzen. It doesn't really matter in that regard. But I think right now AMD cards are priced slightly better for the same performance. But with NVIDIA, you get like this whole RTX voice thing is pretty cool. But you also get the NVENC encoder, which can kind of take some of the load off your CPU if you're interested in streaming. So you can go either way. I think I've been building with graphics card. I've been balancing it pretty well with AMD and NVIDIA, but with processors, I've only been going AMD for like the last 2 years or something like that. The last time I used an Intel in a build was my personal build was with the 8700K, and that was because I got the hookup on that. Otherwise, right now I'm using Ryzen. I have a 3600 in my main system. But all right, let's see. We live that lowest price life. I want more sick beats from Tech by Matt. Can we get some more of that, please? Intel is trash. AMD all the way. Okay, I wouldn't go as far as saying something is trash because, I mean, I couldn't make a CPU if you gave me all the tools in the world and all the fabs. Like, I think regardless, both companies making processors, it's like a feat. You're eating dino nuggets. Nice, man. Oh no, is Man Karate here? I don't see him. Where is he? Jan says he's in chat. He just Facebook messaged me. But I'm blind and I cannot see. I don't see his symbol. Man Karate, show yourself. Do you have any cases that you recommend that aren't expensive? Okay, so we take a look at cases. I'll come back to SSDs. This case we might actually use. So components. Well, this is how we do it around here. Computer cases. Ah, yes. Yes, computer cases. Alright, we're gonna go with, let's go tempered glass only. I think in this day and age, you want to show off what's inside your build, and you don't want it to scratch up like acrylic does. So we're gonna go with tempered glass. The lowest tempered glass case that you can get, or the cheapest one, is around 42 bucks. And that's, or 43, because of the shipping here. Oh man, I built with this DIY case. That's the one I sold for $1. This one, I haven't built with the Matrix 30, but it actually does have like airflow through the front. But you want up to $65, huh? So let's see if I can keep going along until I see something that I recognize, that I can recommend. Lots of sub $50 cases though. Let's try to pick one for the theoretical build. Matrix 55. This is my jam right here. And this is the one with the PSU shroud. Okay, so how much is the dark version? 129 bucks. Okay, we're not doing that. So if you want a white one, I'll add this to the wish list. Yeah, but I really like this case. It's pretty budget friendly, though. $59.99 plus the shipping. That really makes it like a $70 case, or closer to 70 bucks. Why do I use Firefox? Because I don't want to dox myself with my Chrome browser. I guess I could go incognito mode, but I think I tried going incognito before stream, and when I got to Newegg and I started typing my email address, like the whole thing popped up. So I'm not trying to have my personal email be exposed on stream and then have people just email me all day. So that I use Firefox again just to be safe. How much do you have to donate to get Danny to do karaoke? I will never do karaoke, no matter how much money you donate. Also, don't donate because we don't know what's going on right now. People losing their jobs and everything. Save your money on yourself. You have a GTX 1070, but you're rocking a 40, not 690. With CPU, okay, what would I recommend? Right now, so anything I'm going to recommend is going to be going up to a newer platform where you're going to have to upgrade your RAM as well. So it's going to be RAM, which we just saw was like 70 bucks. So then you have 230 left. Motherboards are going to run anywhere from 80 to 100 bucks. So that leaves you with enough for basically a Ryzen 5. Like a Ryzen 5 2600 to 2600X once it comes down in price. Or if you're lucky, I remember Newegg had the 2700 for like $150 pre-pandemic, of course. If you can get one of those, and score yourself a B450 motherboard and some RAM, that's a solid upgrade from the 4690. Right now, you will not be able to do that for $300 though. So, if anything, pick up the RAM first. A mukbang. I don't think the mukbang will work with RTX voice because it's not going to pick up any of the sounds. The Fantex Eclipse. I like how this case looks. They offered to send me one, but I already had like a different case lined up, so I haven't actually built in this yet. But the only issue with a lot of these cases, even with this Matrix one and just any case nowadays, is if you're going for high airflow, you're not really gonna get it. A lot of these have closed off panels, which is fine. I built in plenty of cases with closed off front panels. They do have some venting on like the sides or the top and bottom. If you're moderately overclocking, you'll run on the warmer side, but nothing that would like degrade the processor. You're not running in like the 90s. You'll be running in like mid high 70s. So I'll add this to the wish list because I like the look. It's pretty sleek. And it looks like a solid case. Bunch of Rosewell stuff with the free shipping. Okay, here we go. I wish we could sort by lowest price with shipping, but okay. Hey, thanks. Oh yeah. For everyone who has said something kind about the LAN Party Stories series, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because this last one actually, I pulled a couple of all-nighters to get it done. I was afraid that as I was going through the footage, it was gonna be like the worst LAN party video ever, which it might be. I don't know. It's subjective, but I was worried that I didn't have enough footage to make it more interesting than like the previous ones. Because after a while, you would think that all the LAN parties would start being the same. But not me. We have been fortunate, me and my group of friends, we've been fortunate enough to have every LAN party have something like distinguishable about it or unique about it, so that if we go back to watch it, it's still like enjoyable experience. It's not just the same thing every single time. We drop different food on the ground from time to time. But yeah, thanks for everyone who have watched the LAN party stuff and left comments and have said nice things about it. P300A. Wait, it has a... Is this mesh? Am I blind? Tech by Matt. Dude, so when I saw this, I thought it was like a resolution thing. No, you're right. This is a front mesh. I didn't even read the title. Here we go. This mesh looks pretty tightly... What's it called? Not tightly, but... it looks like there's more cover than holes, if you know what I'm talking about. If we were to take this and measure the opening of each hole versus the actual panel itself, it looks like it would be like a 33% opening ratio or something. But hey, mesh is mesh. Better than nothing though. Good eye, Matt.
Okay, I may never get this chance again. I mean, we may never, be able to return to this moment.
Yeah, so okay, let's try to get one that has free shipping. Dang it. The free shipping went away. Silverstone. I mean, they've been around for a long time, but I've never built in a Silverstone case. Looks fine though. No PSU shroud or basement, but I mean, it's tempered glass. Got a mesh front. One review, huh? So little people have bought this and wanted to review it. It only has one review. But this one doesn't look bad. Free shipping too, so it is a flat $65 plus some tax, but... This Rosewell case got them RGB strips. Okay. Can I get a free PC? Please, doesn't hurt to ask. Oh, okay, so... I will be doing a PC giveaway soon. I'm trying to get the video out by Friday, with information on how to enter. So just be on the lookout for that. If it's not Friday, hopefully by Sunday or something. But yes, there will be a PC giveaway because of this whole pandemic situation. So be on the lookout. I'll have the rules and how to enter, and it'll be what I would call a pretty nice PC. But you know how cheap I am. It might not be nice to people who are running like $3,000 systems. Yes, Chris, you really do need him. Of all the people, the content creator with a Ryzen 9 in his system. The Lonely Potato. You want me to review Corsair Carbide? Which one? These NZXT cases, though, we built in the Elite during LTX, but these are the non-Elite versions, no tempered glass front. But these are pretty well priced. This is gonna run you $80 though after shipping. Yeah. So I forgot who asked about the $65 case. Check out the wish list. Is it still here? Yeah. Check out the wish list. The cases are in there. And pick whichever one you like the most of the two that I added. The specs. So I would say it's on the mid to upper mid range specs. The parts haven't come in yet. All the parts should be on the way, but so I haven't built it or tested it yet. But I'm gonna have the video on how to enter, and then I'll do a follow-up video with like the specs and stuff. Yes, this is Chilled Cow's lo-fi music in the background. Let me know if it's too loud. I can turn it down. But I just didn't want it to be like dead silent. And this was actually what we were listening to like the entire time during the LAN party. Okay, so I think we can use one of those cases. We've got memory. Now we need an SSD, and I don't even remember if anyone answered. How low would you be willing to go on an SSD in 2020? I think 240 is my lower limit, but I would prefer 500 gigabytes minimum. But you know what? Sometimes you're on a budget and you try and just play League of Legends and CSGO. You don't need the biggest SSD. You can scoot by with 240. Oh, what's up, Philip? Yes. No, the music is already in the background, but I'm probably talking too loud for it to be clear. I'm listening to that lo-fi chill beats, lo-fi relaxing beats, something like that. Lo-fi hip-hop radio, beats to relax and study to by Chilled Cow. For anyone interested in the music, if you just need something in the background. No, that's Philip Tran playing on Retail WoW, actually. Okay. What is the cheapest? The cheapest NVMe for 256? So $40 versus like 30. Oh wow, this is about $40. So it's about the same price. Is that just an M.2 SATA? Okay, this isn't NVMe, but if you're going to be building on a newer platform that does have an M.2 slot, may as well save yourself the cable management and grab one of these. Is there a way to sort by memory components? Okay, let's see. Controller series. Hey, what's up, Forrest? What up? You should try to do a $75 gaming PC challenge. So I don't know. Seattle has not had any of those crazy, ridiculous deals in a long time. From my searching on Craigslist, I've never found someone in Seattle getting rid of a system for like $10, like some of the stuff that Ozzy has found. So it's kind of hard to do the $75 type of challenge if you have to buy online. Unless it's a really old system that can only run like kind of older games. But maybe I'll just do that. Just build an old system that's repeatable. Because it is fun to play on old hardware sometimes and see how far it can go. Uh, 5700. Wait. Yeah. So right now, if you're to go for kind of like mid to upper mid range graphics card, I would go with the 5700 or 5700 XT if you're going around the $300 range. Probably go with the 5700 and use the BIOS flash, which most of the 5700s can run at 5700 XT stock clocks. Yeah, Seattle does need a micro center. That would be pretty cool. It would be nice just to have another brick and mortar because, like we have, Newegg is pretty close to us, California, and then Amazon is like here, headquarters is here. But it would be nice because Fry's in my area is horrible. So it would be nice to be able to get stuff like same day if I needed. Yeah, we could review PC Part Picker links too. So you can actually link those and I'll try to get to them. But okay. I'm gonna pick, let's see. This team group is the first one. So I'm gonna use this for our SSD. What are you trying to build or upgrade or? I'm not trying to. I'm just looking. I'm just browsing. This is like window shopping right now. So power supplies. I think everyone kind of knows what's going on with power supplies right now. Prices aren't the best. And I love looking and sorting power supplies by lowest price because you start getting some of like the really weird stuff. Let's go with 500 in here. Thank you, Chris. I put a weird face on it just so that I could attract people to coming into the stream. Dude, my head is itchy. I'm not saying I have lice, but all this hair I'm just not used to, and it's touching my ears. It's too much hair. Your notifications are going off. Yeah, what is that? I think that's just my friends in Facebook Messenger because I had to get the app for Windows to do for something. Okay. So we're gonna go for ATX. Ace, never heard of this brand before. How far do we have to go? Okay, I've heard of Apivia. They just don't get the best reviews. How far do we have to go until we run into a power supply that's from a semi-recognizable brand? Something's going on. Something's up. Give me 1 second. What are my filters right now? We got 500 watt plus and ATX. That's it. Why is it that we're already at $80 and there's like, where's the Corsairs and EVGAs? There's something going on. Oh my goodness, these notifications. Give me 1 second. It's probably annoying you guys. Windows sound. You must be quiet. System sounds. Yeah. We're gonna look at. No, that's too many tabs. We're gonna look at bronze because we're on a budget here. We're gonna go 500 to 800. Here we go. Why weren't these showing up earlier though? Apex Gaming. So yeah, prices spike up really quickly, and we're only in the 500 watt. I'm surprised this has this low reviews on Newegg. I thought the third revision of this got pretty good reviews across the board from like Tom's Hardware, Johnny Guru, and all those. And then the Master Watt, the 500 watt, $70. Oh man. You know what? I'm going with the Seasonic.
No, it must have been my imagination.
How much is 650 watts? $70 versus $60. We're gonna go with this for now, for this build. Yeah. I mean, you get one roll right here from 50 to 85 bucks, and then everything else is like $100. So I mean, I didn't even put form factor on this though. I just put Newegg. I guess we can take off the bronze certification. That might help it. Here, okay. This one actually has a rebate. This is like the equivalent to the 600 watt EVJ white label, or the white 80 plus efficiency that's always on sale on Midweek Madness. $50 for 500 watts. This is, and then $55 for 550 watts. Okay, here we go. So it was just the 80 plus bronze that was killing the price. 80 plus white is plenty fine. I'm actually gonna go with we'll go with this one. I can't add to cart though. What's up with that? Is the seller not Newegg? It is shipped and sold by Newegg, so we're gonna put that on there. Yeah. Has anyone tried and gotten like desperate enough to start cutting their hair at home? Melissa keeps recommending it or suggesting it, but I don't trust her with clippers. She's gonna make me like, she's gonna shave everything off and I'm gonna have to be bald. So I would rather be uncomfortable with my hair than go bald, because I don't want to know what that looks like. Alright, see ya, Isaiah. Isaiah? Man? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so let me take a look at the wish list real quick. That's Lo-Fi Chill Beats. Go to my wish list. Okay, that's not it. Well, there we go. That was a fail. Time to start blocking people. Where is it? Okay, so I'm gonna keep this on here for now actually. So we've got memory, storage, cases. We're gonna keep the 3600 on here. Okay. Alright. We have two of almost every component, and we're at $650 subtotal, which isn't too bad actually. So we need to get a motherboard for this Ryzen 5 3600. What else are we missing? And a graphics card. I think that's it. And then we have a basic system. We probably want more storage. So let's grab an AM4 motherboard for this thing. They got some of these combo deals. 32 gigs though. We are on a budget. We can only afford 16 right now. Motherboards. This is not live on Twitch. I'm not trying to do like the dual streaming thing where some of the comments are here versus some are there and then it copies it over. I'm not a fan of that, so I just do it on Newegg because it's a lot easier to notify everybody, and it's a platform everyone's already comfortable with. Like, I don't know how many people are watching the stream right now, but let me take a look at the house real quick. Yeah, so we've got 168 concurrent viewers, is what I'm saying. If I moved this, if I did it on Twitch only, I'd probably have like 20 viewers, I would think. I'm personally not a fan of having to open up Twitch to view, to watch streams. So I don't think people would do the same. Okay, so AM4 motherboards. I'm not trying to find combos though, so we're gonna go through all this. We're gonna leave this open. Okay, so we're gonna get. This is the cheapest promontory board. The only thing I'd be worried about is the cooling. There's not many heat sinks on here, and it's probably got pretty low quality VRMs. So if you don't want to overclock, but if you're going AM4, you may as well overclock. So try to grab like a slightly better motherboard than like a $64 one, with like no visible heat sinks. So we got some A320s, this Gigabyte DS3H. I've built with this before. I think the overclocking on here, from what I remembered, I think I used it with a 2600. I could not hit 4 gigahertz with this. But if you're not into overclocking, I guess this would work. $73 already. Ooh, the price is going up pretty fast. Okay, where's that Pro 4? Here we go. Micro ATX. $100. This and the full ATX version, these can overclock decently well. Oh, this is the B350 one. Wow. Where's the B450 Pro 4? Now the $73 is actually looking pretty attractive. Wow, this is like by far the cheapest B450 board. I'm gonna add this one to the list for people on a tighter budget. And then Drop Pro 4 and the MSI Tomahawk, some of the higher quality boards in regards to VRMs, but I'm not even seeing them as we continue scrolling. Did I say strolling or scrolling? Yeah. Here it is. Oh, it's out of stock. That's why. Okay, can I still add this to my wish list if it's out of stock? And B450, okay, yeah, so the Tomahawk is pretty expensive, $115, but this one for $80 would actually be a good price. Where's the Pro 4, B450 Pro 4? Is this out of stock too? Not available. We're gonna add these to the wish list though. Actually, we'll grab the Micro ATX. It just showed. Okay, give me a second. 3 new from $79.99. Who else is selling this? Yeah, it's from Newegg. So it's because it's not. We're gonna add it to the wish list. If this gets back in stock and you're looking to build a PC, this is a good budget board. Okay, so we got our motherboard. I think we have everything. So again, did I say scrotum? I'm not sure what I said that made it sound like that, but that wasn't my intention. So that okay, let's take a look at the wish list. So what do we have so far? We have 2 of everything. All right. Oh, we don't have a graphics card yet. We gotta grab one of those. All right. What are you guys thinking? Nvidia or AMD for graphics card? I think we're gonna be going in the more like mid to lower mid tier. So something around the $200 price point. I think they both have decent offerings. AMD. All right, we got 2 votes for AMD. Do you have any merch? No, Forrest, I don't have any merch. I'm too lazy to get that set up. Plus, my brand doesn't have anything that looks cool about it. Like Coalition Gaming, Chris has a really cool logo, that CG that looks kind of like a heart thing. Mine's just a nerd guy pushing his glasses up. I don't think that would look cool on merch, so that's why I don't have merch. But all right, we got AMD. We got 1660 Super. Okay, so I'm gonna go for AMD graphics card, but we're also gonna look into the 1660 Super. Bum. So this is gonna be like a $700 to $800 system. All new parts though, at least. 1660 Ti. Okay, now we're getting a bunch of NVIDIA. Okay, so we'll see what the filter has for us to choose. Desktop graphics card. Alright, we're gonna look at the 16 series here. We'll put the RTX there. We're not gonna find anything under $300, but okay, so 1600 series. Desktop graphics card with AMD RX 5000. Okay, I've got way too many tabs going on right now. Let me close some of these. Okay, we got the wish list there. Perfect. We live in that lowest price life. Whoa. Okay. I thought I put Radeon 5000 series. What's going on here? Alright. Man, for new components, graphics cards are like the most amazing thing to like get your hands on and like unbox. It's probably because I haven't bought a ton of new graphics cards in my entire life. Graphics cards are one of those things where you save a lot of money if you do use market. So lately, that's where I usually go. But buying the CPU, motherboard, everything else brand new, there's not as much of a price difference, right? So when I can buy a brand new graphics card, oh, such a good feeling. Uh, 2070 Super paired with the 9600K. I'd say that's a good pairing. You'll probably start seeing bottlenecking in the 9600K first, but nothing that would be too worrying. Alright, we get some games with these AMD cards. So 5500 and or 5500 XT rather. How far do we have to go in price until we start seeing the 5600? Man, some of these 5500 XTs can get pretty expensive. $300, you're not too far from a 5700 territory. Yeah, look, 5600, okay. So that's what we're looking at AMD side. You got some of the 1650s for $160. You hate the 2080 Super. Why, Fernando? You hate it, is it loud, noisy, coral wine? Nice, Caliber. That's a good price for the 3600. $145. Okay. So I'm gonna narrow down this wish list to the parts that I want to use. So, where's the delete button? Alright, I think I have to do this on, give me 1 second. I gotta do this from the creator panel, okay. Alright, so we're gonna take that. You're killing me with the price there. Okay, here we go. So right now we're at $461, which isn't too bad actually. So we have all the components except for the graphics card. We're going with the Ryzen 5 3600 for $175. $65 for the 16 gigabytes of T-Force Vulcans at 3 gigahertz. Fantex Eclipse. This is the mesh front, pointed out as by Tech by Matt, which if you zoom in, you can see the mesh a lot better. Can I zoom more? Yes. So we got the mesh. We only have a 240 gigabyte SSD. Did I add this one? I'm not sure if I meant to add this one. I thought I put the team group one. What is this? Festive. But it's around the same price, so the pricing's reflective. I'm gonna replace this in a second. 500 watt power supply, and then we had to remove the other one because it was showing up as $130 for the ASRock Pro 4 because it's out of stock from Newegg. So if I had to build some right now, I would go with this Gigabyte B450 DS3H. I think this is the one that we bought in Canada when we put the PC together at LTX. But we do have room for a graphics card. If we grab some around $250, that'll be in the $700 price range. And for that much, alright, how far do we have to go to get to the 5700 territory? I think it's like $330 right here. It's gonna be the MSI Mech one. So $330. That'll put this piece. And of course, is it in stock? Add to cart. Okay, we're good. This would be a good pairing with the 3600 as well. Man, this is gonna make it so that like almost half of the build is in the graphics card. This does have a rebate though, so it'll be $310 with only $2 shipping. So let's look on Nvidia side. Yeah, it is one of the worst B450s. But did you see the prices earlier? It would take like $120 to get to the next one that was in stock. I wanted to pick the ASRock Pro 4, but it was $80 but out of stock. So when I put it in the wish list, it would put in $130 from like one of these third-party sellers. So if I had to do something right now, I'm putting this in the cart. But if I could wait a week or two, I would wait for the ASRock Pro 4 to get back in stock. Do I know of any good gaming laptops? Yeah, B450 Tomahawk as well. Either or. We can take a look at laptops in a second. But let's get through the graphics card selection so we can finalize this build. And then you're going to be, of course, put on Windows 10 unactivated for some free OS action. But alright, so we're looking around the $300 price point. We're gonna be at the 2060, is that correct? Let's see. Yeah, 1660 Ti is gonna approach 300, and then once we cross over, we have the 2060 non-super. I would pick the 5700 for sure. Yeah. So, but I think if you're in the like $200 category price range, then you can look at like the 1660 versus the 500 XT or something like that. But yeah, I would go with, alright, let's see, the Gigabyte Gaming, this one. Oh, the price difference. With no rebate either. So this Gigabyte card is one of the better bang for buck ones. I think Hardware Unboxed and Gamers Nexus came to that conclusion. It's this one, the Red Devil, and then they may have been talking about the 5700 XT actually, but I would hope that's also reflective of the 5700. So their top choices for that was the Gigabyte and then Red Devil, and I think the Sapphire Pulse, which I'm not even seeing on here. Yeah, these out of stock ones are throwing off the order. I'm gonna just filter it by 5700 because I think that's what I would pair with the 3600. Yes, so this Evoke one, I don't think this one got that many good reviews. Is the Sapphire Pulse not on here? I'm going to show the 5700 XTs too. So this is 330 or 310 after tax. But if we go to 5700 XT, oh man, where's the XTs at? $400. This looks sweet. And 400 is about the going price for the 5700 XT. Oh, here we go. 360 after, but it's the MSI Mech one. 360 after the rebate. This is one of the, I think, lower end ones, but even if you can't overclock it that well, the 5700 has pretty solid stock performance. I'm gonna add this one to the wish list to see what our final price is. When we get to laptops? In a second, because I'm actually very curious to look at the laptop selections right now. Just note that when you do a laptop for the same desktop performance, you're gonna have to pay another like 150% premium or something like that. Like a $600 to $700 gaming PC equivalent laptop would be around $1,000, just because the portability and how much they have to cram into a small chassis, and the fact that you get a monitor and a keyboard with it. So we're at $791, so right around 800. But then you got some rebates that bring it down. Power supply rebate right here. I do want to remove this this SSD. Let me remove that real quick. So SSD is gone. We'll pick a better one. See, M.2. Internal SSDs. And we're going to go for, where are those 241? I thought this is what I add to wish list. Okay, so there it is. So $792. That's without mass storage too. So if you guys want to see this list, let me link it real quick again. I gotta keep on linking this. Oh. Oh man. What's up to everyone else who just tuned in after? I'm actually surprised the stream numbers are going up and you guys aren't getting bored of me. Usually with the streams, the numbers start going down as people, after they tune in for like an hour, they're like, all right, I have enough of Danny. And then they leave. But the numbers have actually been going up. So that's pretty awesome to see. Welcome to everyone who just came. But what we're doing right now is we just finalized this theoretical build. Like if I had to build something right now for under $1,000, and I chose around 700 to 800, and I had to build something like today. So that means with parts that are in stock, this is what I came up with. So we're basically pairing a RX 5700 with a Ryzen 3 3600. So that's gonna get you some pretty solid really solid 1080p gaming, and you can play some titles at 1440p. If you turn the settings down a little bit, or if you're playing like CS:GO or League of Legends or something like that, that's pretty easy to run. We got 16 gigs of RAM. We got a Fantex Eclipse P300A with a mesh front, so airflow wouldn't be an issue. 500 watt power supply. That's probably on the lower end, but what is the minimum for the 5700? I'm pretty sure you can run it fine, but you're not gonna have much headroom. I'm not sure if they'll even say it in the specs. They recommend a 750 watt power supply. Well then, I'm pretty sure it'll be, what's the connector? It's on here. Single 8-pin. Let's go back and look at the power supplies because we decided to go with the 5700. No, the DDR4 is it's 3000 megahertz. I think there's some 3200 megahertz stuff. Let's see how much the 3600 is. Maybe we can swap that in. If it's only like 10-15 bucks more. I don't want to be paying like another 40 bucks or something though for 2400 desktop memory. 3600. Here we go. All right, let's see the cheapest kit of 16, which 2x8 configuration. This isn't right. This is not 3600. You lie. Something's going on with the filter. You can see I put 3600 up here, and it's still showing me 2400 stuff. So we just have to look a little bit. So okay, Ripjaw 76 bucks. And the plain, nice and plain and simple black. I like it. So in this case, I would upgrade. So it was what, 64 bucks for another $12. You can go from 3 gigahertz to 3600. Yeah, I would make that swap. So get rid of this team group stuff and keep the Ripjaws. I don't have Discord, Johnny. Yeah. Clout, what motherboard would you go for? Of the ones that are in stock. Because I wasn't seeing much, but let's see, power supply. Yeah, let's go for... I don't think... I'm not going to grab a 700 watt. We're going to grab a 600 watt. Or we'll try to grab a 600 watt. Out of stock, out of stock. So the only one is this Cooler Master 650. So we're adding what, another 25 bucks to this? So I think the PC is starting to approach $900 now. Alright, so we're gonna go for B450 because we know X570 is out of the question, and we're not gonna go with A320. So I'm just gonna limit it to only B450s. Lowest price. We'll go with either ATX, micro ATX. It's all good. Refurbished board. Ooh. Yeah, we're starting to get into like $50 more. The B450 tough. Something's going on with the motherboard prices right now. I would say hold off if you can, but if we had to pick something today, here's the oh man, that's not the price I want to see. If we could, I would click auto notify and then notify me. Which may come back in stock in like a week or two. So yeah, if we want to actually make use of the RAM, as someone pointed out, is that a max memory supported? I'm not even sure if that's a filter category for max memory frequency. It's not, so we just have to check board by board. Where's the Tomahawk? I didn't even see it. That's the one I was looking for. Oh, here it is. 250 bucks? That's not right. Where's the other ones? They're all the super expensive ones. What's the Newegg price though? 115. Okay, I think that's more reasonable. So 115. Yeah, everywhere else. Oh man. There's this hot deals for less. They got some pretty good ratings actually, but you would want to get it from Newegg for 115, but it has good VRMs, but I'm not sure what the max memory supported is. Let me take a look real quick. I can't add this to the cart and have it reflect a correct price. Alright, so this goes up to 3466, which is a little bit odd. I mean, that's what it says spec-wise, but I wonder if you can actually run it higher. Especially if they have any like new BIOS updates or anything like that that may support it. X3, I don't think X370 prices are going to be good. I'm going to add this to wishlist, but do not pay $250 for this, please. Just wait for it to go back in stock at $115. It's a much more reasonable price. If you want a more quality board that doesn't break the bank. But X370 motherboard. Yeah, so this is kind of considered like 2 gens old. The only thing is the like long-term support for these, because it's how many years, like 3 years now. It'll stop getting support before like the B450s. Yeah, so there are some X370s here. I don't know if they will come working with Ryzen 3 out of the box, or the Ryzen 3000 series. So if you're building a computer for the first time and you don't have another processor on hand, you may not be able to BIOS update this. This is also a refurbished one for 150 bucks. So yeah, I don't think B350s and X370s are going to be good in terms of price. They're just old, so old things just tend to slowly creep up in price as they stop making them. Do you? Okay. Yeah, so I think the let me go back to the build list real quick. If I can find it. So we'll remove that power supply. The price should be another like $130 cheaper than this. It's just that I can't edit this unless I do something like this. Here. This is what we want it to look like once everything is in stock. We want to go 115. And then how much did we just take off there? 250 to 115, 35 bucks. So, and we want this one to be 35, 44 or something like that. Yeah, so now our $800-ish system just went up to $1,000, $200 more extra dollars. And of course, this is all new parts. I guess how many people out there are only buying new versus only buying used versus mixing in between? Like, of everyone watching in the comments right now. Forrest, good stream. All right, see you, Forrest. Are you going to LTX 2020? I think the plan is to go, and I think LTX is still going on. August 8th and 9th. So it hasn't been canceled. And I think the plan is to definitely go. Info regarding COVID. Yeah, so they're still monitoring it, following the guidance of all the health organizations. Hey, what's up, Dan? Paladin Daniel is actually the father of Lorelei, who I gave the SSD to during the LTX video. Oh, were you the one who asked the question? Somebody asked about LTX. But that would... No, yeah, someone else asked. That's just a coincidence that you're also in here. Thanks for the donation. But, yeah, the plan is to still go to LTX. I think all the other tech fam, like, they're trying to go as well. It's easier for me because I live in Washington, and Vancouver is like a 3-hour drive away. Kind of everyone else has to fly in. I think Christopher Yee might be close enough to drive if he's a little crazy. Actually, no, never mind. He's basically California, and that's too far. He's Las Vegas, but yeah. So for now, the plan is to go and make some content and hang out and meet some other creators. But if it doesn't happen, then I guess we would have to go the following year. Did Corona make prices for PC parts change? I think so. It makes sense. I think Gamers Nexus did a pretty in-depth piece about it. And then I think Jay's 2 Cents also made a video about it with some information, so... Oh, photos of LTX. Yeah. Where's the photo section? Photos. Where's the photos? Can you link it? If it lets you link? Where are the photos? In the event info? Attractions, workshops, yup. Oh, okay, yeah, here it is. Yes, we'll do laptops in a second. I'm not sure if this would be called the photo section, but... Yep, we were here. Dan, what's the photo section if this is not the one that I'm supposed to be at? This guy kind of looks like me in that he has kind of short hair and glasses. He also looks Asian from behind. Oh, photo gallery. Here we go. Oh, there he is. That's an awesome photo of you two. This is Paladin Dan in the chat right now. It was an awesome meeting, by the way. Is Greg... Here's Greg tossing a PC. If anyone is near Vancouver or has the chance to go to LTX, I would definitely recommend to go. It is an awesome convention, especially since it's thrown completely by Linus. It's so cool that he and his company are doing this, whereas when you go to things like PAX and stuff, it's just a bunch of other companies. But the fact that he's able to pull something like this off, I think it was really fun. It was pretty awesome. And I'm not being paid or shilled to say that or anything, because they don't pay me anything. That was such a nice weekend too. It was perfectly sunny. We were nearby the water. It was awesome. No, I actually haven't streamed to my mixer since I did some of those WoW streams. Just because I play WoW like daily, and I didn't want to just stream every day to not too many people. I didn't think it would be too interesting, so I stopped streaming to mixer. But I might pick it up again. It just makes more sense to do it on YouTube for the time being. because that's where the majority of my audience is. You guys get the notifications for when I start streaming. You guys probably already have YouTube and you're signed in and stuff. So I think it just makes sense for me to stream on YouTube because that's my primary platform, and most of you should have it on your phones and computers already, ready to go to view. Whereas with Twitch, like when it pops up on your phone, it says, "Oh, do you want to switch over to the app and all that stuff?" I don't know what the percentage of people who have a Twitch account versus like a YouTube account, but I would think YouTube is a lot higher. So that's my reasoning for just sticking to YouTube. But all right, let's look at some laptops. I'll add that to the wish list too. So if you're trying to build a computer, again, this is I'm linking it. These are the parts that I would choose, but be mindful of the prices. They're fluctuating right now. You should be able to build a system like this pretty easily, I would think, for under $1,000. And it will give solid gaming performance. Right now, prices are doing this, so just be mindful and buy things when they're at the low. Okay, so let's take a look at some laptops. Okay, we're gonna go back to here. Ooh, laptop. That's not how you spell it. Gaming laptops. I'm assuming you wanted a gaming laptop, because otherwise you can just pick up whatever. It's just getting that dedicated graphics in there is what drives up the price of a laptop to like double, basically, with and without. Like $600 no GPU laptop, $1,200 has an RTX 2060 in it. Are you doing to stream more WoW though? No, I don't think I'll stream WoW anymore. I'm pretty much raiding for the most part. It's not too interesting like when I was leveling, so I don't think it'll be interesting content, so that's why I don't want to stream it. But all right, gaming laptops. We're gonna go by lowest price to see what they have to offer. So some of these gaming ones, I think they have these like Vega 10 graphics. What does this one have? Oh no, this one has the RX 560. Okay, so they aren't trying to sell some of the Vega graphics as gaming laptops. An RX 560X for $642. Okay, so what else do you have? Oh man, a lot of these lower priced ones are gonna not have 16 gigs, which is pretty unfortunate. But you can always buy that and add that yourself. DDR4 laptop memory is pretty cheap. Okay, so I don't know whoever was asking about the laptops, what your budget was, but I wouldn't even mind going with the i3 if it. See, this. When I look at gaming laptops, I look via the graphics card. I call it like a GTX 1050 laptop. I don't call it by the processor. I think that's less of a deal. Like, you want to get the best graphics card you can, because most processors are gonna be fine. This is never too skewed where they put like a really horrible CPU that can't keep up with the GPU. But a lot of the times they do the opposite, where they give you like an i7 and then give you like a GTX 1050, which is a bad plan in my opinion. So I'm going to keep going until I can find the cheapest laptop that has a decent pairing of parts. MX150, that's a really low end graphics card for $720. Would not recommend. i3-9300H with a 1050. So, okay. Well, I think we're going to have to go and sort these. With the laptop from the 10 series, I only want to see 1060s. And I guess 1650s are okay because they're a step up from the 1050s. But we're going to apply and see what we get. This tough... Okay, memory 8 gigs. Yeah. How much is 16 gigs? 42. It went up by $80 just to add 8 gigs. I would buy the RAM yourself, but I'm just browsing. I'm not looking for anything specific. Someone said if I could look at gaming laptops, so I'm just kind of looking all around, giving my opinion. I think a solid gaming laptop would have at least a 1650 or a GTX 1060, 16 gigabytes of RAM, at least 500 gigabytes of solid state storage. So we can find that for like $800. I think that would be a pretty good price. Yeah, so the cheapest. Oh, here we go. $700. You're getting i5-9300H, GTX 1650 Max Q. SSD and RAM is kind of lacking though. But gaming on this wouldn't be too bad. 1650 is pretty capable. Oh, electronics. This is what I made like my only laptop review ever on from electronics. This is a bare bones kit. Never mind. This is also 7th gen. Yeah, this is old, so this pricing is not worth it. Because yeah, it's got a 1060, which is fine. I think a 1060 in a laptop is actually a lot of power, but it's gonna use a 7th gen Intel desktop CPU. It doesn't have all the parts and it's already $700. Don't get that. Okay, $800 here for a Ryzen 5 3550H, GTX 1650. Here we go, 512 GB SSD. Where's the memory? 8 gigs of DDR4. I mean, I could filter it, but I just know the price is gonna go up. Memory, 16 gigabytes. Apply. Yeah. The cheapest laptop with these filters, which I don't even think is that many. I'm asking for at least 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 1650 or a 1060. Maybe I should just add some more. Actually, 1050 Ti is not too bad in the laptop. $800. Order a burger. Heck yeah. Thank you. Nice. Michael Van City. Thanks for the kind words, man. I'm glad I helped you get into computers, and I hope you are not only just like building one computer, but are, getting into it and doing regular upgrades and things like that. I think like once you get into computers your first time, it becomes a way of life for the rest of your life. Like I don't ever see myself moving away from having interest in computers and building. I'm probably gonna do it until I cannot build them anymore with my frail little old man fingers. But yeah, $800 for 1050 Ti laptop is no. I agree. So I think the RAM filter is kind of killing it, but if we take that off, it's still $750 for a 1050 Ti. So AMD, let's see what they have. They have their 5500M. I guess we'll go 580, which there isn't that many to choose from. And I don't think any of these Vega laptops are going to be realistic. So there's not much to choose from. I've chosen every graphics card that should be in the $800-ish price point. And we're already at $800 on the first row. $12 GB of RAM is kind of odd because I'm not sure how they would get that in there. I wonder if they would tell me their configuration. 12. There's even less of those. Yeah, but we look at the price by that. I don't think it's gonna be that much better. 12 would be better in terms of game utilization. Like when I see games go past 8 gigabytes, they're not going to 16 gigs. They are going to around like the 10 to 12 gig range. So getting 12 would be enough. But it just feels like a weird number that you typically try not to build towards. It's either you go in 8, 16, 32. But I'm not seeing any laptops right now, but sales do happen all the time. FX 504. Okay, let's take a look at that. Yeah, so I forgot who was asking about the laptops, but there's nothing that I could actually recommend on here, like, at all. I would wait a little bit. I wonder if people are buying as laptops to this as the same rate as they are trying to build PCs during the pandemic. I would think maybe more so if you needed it for work at home capabilities and the portability, but okay. So someone asked to check out a... Yeah, the Ryzen 4000 series laptops are coming out really soon. Man, like the 4800H, and it's gonna have the 5500 in it, or 5500 XT, one of those. I think it's the MSI Alpha series, Alpha and Bravo. Hey, thanks, it's Dino, for the kind words. Pre-builds. Alright, let me look at this keyboard real quick. The Ryzen 1600 with... Yeah, so I mean, I think running 32 gigabytes of RAM in a 1660 Super with a Ryzen 5 1600 is fine. No weird bottlenecks or weird pairings there. Okay. Where is that post, this chat? It's not even moving that fast, but it's moving really fast for me because I'm not in the zone. What do we got in here? Gaming laptop, okay. 15-inch. You can configure it. So I have a 9300H, which is what we were seeing. But what's the graphics card? A 1050? That's like I'm pretty sure they actually have this exact laptop on here. I think we saw it earlier. If it starts at 875 and it only has a 1050 in it, then I cannot recommend that. Oh my goodness, how long have we been streaming for? 1 second. I really lose track of the time when I stream. Like, we've been going for... Wait up. Almost 2 hours now, wow. And we're up to 220 viewers now. What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. We're just hanging out, trying to put together a PC part in the pandemic, or not a PC part, a PC build in the pandemic. What we found so far, and just in case people were tuning in, the link in the chat is what we ended up with. Take off $130 from this though. I put this in the list, but based on Newegg's pricing if they had it, not from the secondary seller. The GS75, I can take a look at it. I can't review it because I don't have it. Oh man, you trying to get a Alright, let's take a look at this. Okay, so this is one of the new high-end laptops. What does this have in it? Where were the specs? So it does have an RTX graphics card. Oh, I guess I have to configure it. How do I configure it? GS75. Yeah, $3,600 for $160 is a pretty good deal. Especially since they're going for around $175 right now. Is it here? GS75. Okay, let's look at the cheapest one. I mean, this is a nice laptop. Okay, just make sure they didn't cheap out on anything. Do they show internals? No, they don't, huh? I mean, yeah, if you have $1,700 to spend, what's to complain about it? Though, oh man, 240 hertz monitor too. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so it's got an i9 RTX 2060. I feel like you might be able to find an RTX 2070 laptop for $1,700. Let's see if we can. Here we go. Okay, so you step down from the i9 to, this is a GL75, so I'm guessing it's a lower end one. But I mean, come on, what does this have? 16 gigs of memory, 512 SSD. Okay, we got 512 SSD, 16 gigs of memory. We don't have an i9, but we have an i7, and I would rather switch that i9 for this 2070, because when you get a laptop, you want to get the best graphics card you can. Because it's not easy to upgrade that, if even possible at all. What does this have though in terms of... This is a 144 hertz monitor. So, you gotta ask yourself, do you need 240 hertz? Do you need an i9? Or would you rather trade some of those things for a 2070 in your laptop? Which will make a significant difference for gaming. The 2060 to 2070 is a pretty big jump. It's not like a TI step. It's like a full step. Pre-builts for $700. I don't know any off the top of my head. I think Newegg does have pre-built. Newegg and Amazon are gonna have like the same things, probably the same sellers too. So if we look at pre-built, oh man, this is pink with the Lynnwood case. What are we looking at from Skytech? I've seen this brand on Amazon as well. So we're looking for $800. Ah yes, Ryzen 1200, which is pretty bad. 1050 Ti, 8 GB of RAM. Doesn't even have SSD. And I don't even know what kind of power supply it is, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna have much luck with pre-builts right now, unless the cheapest gaming desktop that they have is $750 with a 1050 Ti and Ryzen 1200. and then it quickly steps up. What kind of this one has a Ryzen. This has a 1070 and a Ryzen 1700, which isn't as bad, but 1300 is still too much to pay for it. This is also refurbished, so overpriced. Yeah, I don't know how many pre-builts. The best luck you're gonna have is buying in your local area someone who's selling their fully built computer. Though from time to time there are some pre-builts that do go on sale for a pretty good price that uses components that are reflective of the slightly higher pricing. Like, I remember seeing pre-builts with Ryzen 5 like 16 or 2600 in them, and like at least an RX 580 if not 590 for $750. It's not showing up right now though, so could be a pandemic related thing. So you just have to check back. Yeah, Tony Salami, I don't want to stream my WoW raids because I think they're pretty boring. Plus, I wouldn't be able to interact since we're basically doing. So I'm playing Classic WoW right now. I'm in doing like Zul'Gurub, BWL, and MC, which is the current endgame content. And I have to like focus on the raids. I wouldn't be able to talk. So I don't want to stream WoW because of that. It would be boring. NZXT does have some pretty awesome pre-builts. I don't know what their lowest price is. Okay. Pick 3 games. I want to play the hardest to run games. Anthem, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I think Metro's pretty hard to run. Pick my price. I'm cheap. $8.99. You gonna let me play those games for $8.99? Let's see what we have. What's the specs? We got a 9400F. Okay, that's respectable. 1660 Super. 16 gigabytes T-Force Vulkan at 3200 megahertz. And we got a 512 gigabyte Intel 660p. Nice, NVMe drive. Looks like it'll have Wi-Fi too. ASRock B365 Phantom Gaming 4. Okay. They're not gonna use a stock cooler. I guess they can't do that because it's gonna look too ugly. Which cooler is this? Oh, they're gonna use the Gamax GT. Okay, so it's just a tower cooler. Seasonic, we just saw this one. S12. This is Rev 2 though. And it comes with Windows 10 activated. And NZXT is the more solid option if you have more, but this is what, $900? You can choose the color. And then 1,000 gets you the PC Plus. Okay. But for that much, you are taking, I would say, a slight step down. I would prefer the Ryzen 3600. And then the graphics card, the 1660 Super, is a little bit behind the 5700. So, Anchor gaming mouse. Okay. If you're trying to look for GTX 1070s, it's gonna be hard to find them, like new. You gotta look on eBay and stuff for that, or your local market. Like, let's see, out of stock, $500. Yeah, I mean, we've moved on from these graphics cards now, so you're not gonna be able to find one for a reasonable price on like Newegg or Amazon or anything like that. When do I think prices will go down? Honestly, I don't know, because as I said earlier on the stream, I helped my friend put together a system like 3 weeks ago, I think. 3 or 4 weeks ago, and the prices were normal. We were able to build a solid $600 to $700 gaming PC, and then all of a sudden everything just kind of went through the roof. So, the advice I was giving throughout the stream was start picking up components that you know are priced well right now. So from this list, I would say you can pick up RAM, you can pick up an SSD, and you can pick up a computer case. CPUs, depending on, like, you could wait for the Ryzen 1600 AF to go back to $100, but this isn't too far off from what the 3600 was already. So if you were already going to go for the newest Ryzen 5, I think it was like at 160 or something pre-pandemic. It wasn't that much cheaper, so you can grab this too. But if you want the Ryzen 1600, which is like such good value, for 85 to 100 bucks, you would have to wait because they're not available for that price right now. They're like 130 right now. You could pick up a motherboard too, because those are kind of going in and out of stock. I saw the ASRock Pro 4 and the Tomahawk for their correct prices like 2 weeks ago. So just keep an eye out on it, or keep an eye on it. Oh, PC mods, man. That Hulk build took so much time. I don't know when my next PC mod is going to be. It would probably be, I would think, as a part of a competition, because that's the only thing to motivate me to, one, complete the project, but to also like put my very best work into it. Like when it's a competition as opposed to me just doing it, like a brain, or I flip a switch in my brain, and then I go into like, I must try to win this at all costs. I will, do my very best. Speaking of the WoW case, I may have that sitting in my living room. I need to do a build-in from the NZXT. Okay, we're at like 2 hours of stream now. I haven't even finished my pizza yet. I still have some pizza on a plate, and I was sharing with Melissa. So I've only had like 4 slices so far. I'm starving. So I think we're gonna start wrapping up the stream now. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit more, answer some questions, and just talk to you guys and focus more on chat, since most of this stream I was kind of like browsing and stuff like that. But all right, so you have my full and undivided attention. We can even go big cam on this one. Wait, are my lips super chapped? No, I think they're fine. Okay, what's up? So we're gonna end the stream with the big cam. I'm gonna just hang out in chat, eat the rest of this pizza. Advice for overclocking an AMD processor. I actually don't have any build or any big guides to do it, but it's pretty simple. You can follow any of the bigger channels. I'm sure they have one, but try to overclock it without bumping up the voltage. Then you don't really have to worry about damaging it or anything. If it goes unstable, then it'll just shut down and it'll restart. So you can also look at your specific chip and see what the general consensus is for what the safe voltage is before you start getting degradation. And you can just Google that, like put Ryzen 1600 safe voltage, and see what the people generally agree on. I think AMD released official numbers as to what they would recommend, how high you can go. But yeah, just go into the BIOS, mess around with the settings. Don't worry about messing anything up. You can always go back to default, and the system will shut down if it goes unstable or if something goes wrong. So it's very hard, in my opinion, to mess up your computer, either graphics card or like RAM or processor, by overclocking it. They have enough like features built in that will just shut it down or make it crash and reset and things like that. So you're good. Let's see, if you want to be top. Yeah, so Best Buy apparently has a Tomahawk for $115. Since I'm on big face mode right now, let me take a look and see if that is true. Because then that's actually a good price. Best Buy Tomahawk B450. What should I do if I don't know how to build a PC? Start with cheap used components, around $300 to $400. buy it, build it yourself following a tutorial. If you have problems, actually, if you follow me on Twitter or follow any of my fellow like YouTube friends, like that's Tech by Matt, Ostox Hardware, Scatterbolt, CompTV, Coalition Gaming. There's way too many lists. JD Tech Gear, Zach's Tech Turf. Did I get them all? If you follow all of us on Twitter and you post, if you're in the middle of building a PC, you have a problem. If you ask us on Twitter and you have like pictures of what's going on and stuff, I'm sure we can chime in to help. A lot of these guys also have Discord servers. I don't, but if you go on their Discord servers, there are plenty of helpful people who can help walk you through it as well. PC building communities are pretty helpful communities. So, this chat, pretty sure if you're building a PC right now, while watching my stream and you had a problem and asked the question, people in the chat will chime in and help you out. So, yeah, my recommendation is just do it. And if you run into problems, use trusty old Google, hop on Twitter, join Discord. Not my Discord, but other people's Discords. You'll have to go find those on your own. I don't have quick links to those. What happens if you're getting a new laptop for school year for like school subjects? Okay, wait. I don't understand that question. How many years do you expect a well-taken PC to last? Oh man. I mean, some of the PCs that I've been given to upgrade for people last. I upgrade frequently enough where I can't speak on my own experience because I don't ever run anything 7 years into the ground. But some of my, like the computer I took from Casey, I'm pretty sure that's like 5 or 6 years old. And it started to have problems, which I still need to troubleshoot. But he didn't really dust it out, and his RAM configuration I think was wrong and things like that. So a PC, if you keep with regular maintenance, blowing out the dust, doing reformats every once in a while if it bogs down over the years of installing programs, I would say a solid like 5 years. I mean, it might start feeling slow, depending on what you're doing. Like, it's not gonna run games well 5 years later. But in terms of like for browsing and just being able to use the computer, I think 5 years is, if not longer, right? Some of these components that we're doing used builds from, like from the Sandy Bridge era, those are really old, and people are building budget systems with even older parts that are like 10 years old and it's still fine. So R5 and RTX 2070 Super. Okay, I gotta put you on timeout for a second, but I think you can pair a Ryzen 5 3600 with a 2070 Super just fine. This is for 1080p and 1440p gaming. If you do start seeing bottlenecking in the Ryzen 5, I don't think it'll be to any amount that's like you wasted your money. Because the other alternative is if you had that same amount of money, you could go for a Ryzen 7 and go, but then you have to knock yourself down to a 2060 or 2060 Super. I think the 2070 will carry you to better gaming performance. Let's see. Glass push. Okay, yes. What's a good laptop for school? Okay, yes. So a good laptop for school, I mean, if you want a game as well, I think $800 is a good price point. And if you're only using it to write reports and stuff, you actually don't even need that good of a computer. You can buy like an old $300 laptop on eBay. But if you want it to like be modern and game and stuff, you want to get a dedicated graphics card. And it looks like the 1050 and 1650 are your only real options right now. And that'll get you some light gaming, and it'll be plenty for and then for the processor, if you could, I would recommend getting an i5, just in case you want to do anything extra. Why won't I make a Discord server? It's weird. I tried joining Discord servers of other people. It's just not something that for like YouTube and for my PC building stuff that I can get into and be active. So I don't want to make a Discord server, because if I make it and I'm not active in it, then it's just going to be a dead server. And and I just don't want that floating around. I know a bunch of my other friends have Discord servers, and I've joined them, and I just can't get myself to be active with it. It's kind of like Twitch. I can't get myself to stream on Twitch, even though almost all my other friends have jumped over there. Like Toasty Bros, Coalition Gaming does it there. Oz Talks Hardware does it there. I think like Greg from Science Studio, he used to stream on YouTube more, but I think he moved over to Twitch, right? So like everyone has made the move, but it's just I've tried it and I didn't like it, so that's why I don't do it. Another budget setup video. I still have on my list of videos to do the silent butt setup video, the one that was like is coming up on 2 years old now. That one, I need to finish it where I go over the prices of everything. It's still on my list of things to do. The Wrath of the Lich King setup. One of these days, when I don't have any other video topics to do, I will do that. I will break down how much I paid for everything and just make a setup video. Yeah, Christopher Yee, how did I not mention him earlier? Probably because he was one of the later ones to come into the circle of PC TechTuber friends. But yeah, Christopher Yee, he has a very active Discord server. And he is a very much a Discord and Twitch person. So if you need PC help, you can go there as well. I'm just kind of old school, either email or Twitter. Okay, was I gonna do anything else tonight? Let me think. Oh yeah, so we do have quite a bit of people still watching. So I will be releasing a video and you guys get the sneak peek of this because I feel like the YouTube subscriber number is a little bit inflated. There's tons of people who subscribe but they never come back to watch your content or even know who you are. But people who attend the stream, there's like another level of connection. Like you know, you guys are the more dedicated or more I guess more interested in the content I make because you're here watching me blab about who knows what. So I will be doing a PC giveaway. It is targeted for a specific type of person, which I'll have all the details of. So keep an eye out for that on the channel. It's going to be a pretty nice PC. I'm going to have some requirements for people to enter. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. So it's going to require submitting a video too, where you have to talk on the video. I don't want to do a giveaway where it's just some random computer, like someone can write a bot script to like enter it a million times on Gleam. I want like you to record yourself explaining why you want the computer, and there'll be more details to come when that video drops. Yeah. Nice. Pika's Hyper. You got a free laptop with a 3rd gen i7. Those are pretty solid still, and 16 gigs of RAM. Nice. Oh. We even have some new viewers here who probably don't even know me as well. I'm glad you joined the stream, Night Killer. Yeah, let's see. Hey, thanks, Jacob Vincent. Good luck on upgrading your stuff, by the way. It's unfortunate that your Strix B450 had that RAM slot problem. If anything, if you can exchange your RAM or sell it and try to get like a 2x16 kit, you can still get your 32 gigs of RAM, or just use the 2 slots, because I know you have what, a Ryzen 2200G or 3200G you said. Your motherboard is perfectly fine minus that 1 RAM slot. I don't know if I would recommend just buying a brand new motherboard. They're pretty expensive. You can save that money for like a graphics card upgrade or something instead. Dang, yes, I am still live. I can't believe it's been going for 2 hours, Chris. I'm actually wrapping up right now, which is why there's the big head. I still gotta finish my pizza. But, if everyone doesn't know, Chris from Coalition Gaming, in the comments there, he's a moderator. He's one of my close friends that I have met in real life at LTX 2020, but we met through YouTube even further back from that, and I play WoW with him almost every single day. So, check out his content. He's pretty awesome. He has a lot of tips for streaming, something that I don't cover that much. Subscribe to Coalition Gaming for streaming content. This is a plug for Chris because he makes some really awesome content. And YouTube needs to show him some love. But yeah, he also has his Billy Makes Look on his channel, which is pretty funny. But yeah, Chris is a cool dude. He's also around for PC help too as well. He's very knowledgeable about like budget and low price components and things like that. So yeah. My last LAN video was crazy. So the last LAN, it was one of the more chill LANs, I would say. We've had crazier LANs in the past, but it was really fun considering we were missing out on 2 people, like Jan and Jesse, who are normally there. So we had less people, but it was still a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. When will you and Nick fight to the death on stream? Oh man, Nick is like one of my favorite people at LAN just because of his demeanor. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but he's a really chill person who rarely gets mad. And he's very monotone. So even when he gets excited or like if I say something ridiculous, his tone kind of stays the same. It's just like the speed of his voice changes. So that's why I kind of like messing with him and we have like a back and forth thing going on. And Coalition Gaming does do LAN parties too. He does shorter summary montage videos though. And I'm not sure when the last time you did a video, Chris, for a LAN party, but yeah. We gotta keep the LANs alive. What camera would I recommend for a beginner YouTuber? If you're a very beginner, if you have a decent camera on your phone, I would say start off with that. But I also like the Canon G7X, which, let me see if I can go grab that. Nope, I can't. It's under too much stuff. But the Canon G7X. G7X is a pretty nice, I would say high quality, with like the ability to control like the focusing and stuff better than a camera phone. And it has a flip screen too, so you can see yourself. Or what's the next one? The G9X that came out after that. So any of those Canon one with the flips. This Sony has some flip screen ones as well, but I've never used those. Yeah, and then if you want DSLRs, the Panasonic G7 is a popular one amongst a lot of the budget tech YouTubers. I think almost everyone, excluding me, has gone through that camera. You missed the crowd for esports? Yeah. Being in an esports arena during like a crazy match, the one that I remember the most was during PAX back in like 2012 when League was still like crazy big and they actually ran official League tournaments PAX. I was able to watch TSM play and it was just ridiculous. It's really cool. Unfortunately, I'm not into LoL anymore and the WoW esports scene is not as I guess exciting. Awesome. Glad to have gotten you into them. Made you interested in that deceased. D&D. We tried to do D&D at LAN once, digital D&D, where you like get them. It just takes so long to set up your characters and the backstories and the stats and all that we ended up never playing it. But one of these days we may actually do D&D during stream. We'll see. Putting in an offer for deals is addicting. Where though? Are you talking about like Let Go OfferUp or are you talking about like eBay? Yeah, it is pretty addicting until you find yourself. If you do it on eBay, you kind of have to pay it, otherwise it can ding your rating. So if you put in too many offers and they all accept, you might have a lot of parts on your hands and it might hurt your wallet. But yeah. Agreed, Rusty Arrow. All games need a LAN mode so that you don't have to be actually connected to the internet and that you can have the lowest like latency and then Yeah. And also so randoms can't join your room. Hey. Oh yeah, if you put in stuff to Facebook Marketplace, yeah, that doesn't, because they can just deny you, but or even if they accept, you don't have to go pick it up. It's whatever. But all right, I think I'm gonna get going now. I just want to thank everyone again for joining on the stream. It's my first one back for like 5 months or so, so it's trying to shake off the rust. It was an awesome turnout. I don't think I've ever had that many people stream before. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the deal hunting and the live deal hunting, and then trying to put together a PC build. I'll try to do this maybe bi-weekly, and I'm working with Newegg on this if you haven't noticed, because I'm very careful